I mean, I have so many questions, and I know we can't go into this. So I would like to ask a direct question. What is matrix? Okay.
Yeah.
How because with the system of pyramids and the technology that the main one is in ziggurats, uh,
Yes.
is that the way to raise the consciousness or vibration, or with the vibration the consciousness of people?
They go together.
They go
For
right.
you, for you to expand your consciousness, your understanding, your awareness, you must augment your brain activity in a synchronized fashion.
Okay,
Otherwise, you become the schizophrenics. They are people with very high brain activity, but they're
exactly.
not synchronized. They're all messed up. That's why they're like that. There's a way to synchronize the channels, with the help of the partners, of course.
Okay.
The pyramids, the step pyramids, okay, they are quantic machines. They are technologies of the 49. The normal pyramids, they are technology of the Anunnakis. They are two different technologies, okay?
Okay.
Two different. For instance, Egypt. Many people, you see all these Egyptologists, these experts in Egypt, they don't know what they're talking about. They are pure guess. We have been to Egypt in a very interesting expedition with Aquila, where we did the task in the Saqqara. Partners told us to go to Saqqara and bury artifacts around there so that we could use still the foundation of Saqqara, which is still operative. It's still working. The steps are sort of messed up, but the steps are to send this energy far. It's like an antenna, The energies, not only one, many energies, different types of energies are generated in the foundation. So the partners told us to make these artifacts. We had to take there, dig a hole and put it in there. And then the partners, with their technology, they would bring the artifact down 8 meters. And for a specific purpose. It's a long story here. But we use that why? Because Saqqara was built by the partners. There are two partners that we talk frequently that they were there. And they told us Saqqara was built 94,000 years ago by our technology. Recent Egypt, 10,000 years, 12,000 years, is Anunnaki. The ancient Egypt, 30,000, 50, 100, 49. You see the heads, the leaders, the pharaohs, they were 49. That's why they call the Necheru pharaohs. I don't know if you heard about them. They are it's very hard to find information.
Okay.
It's considered mythology because it's the god pharaohs. Isis, Osiris, and Thoth, they were 49 pharaohs. They were 49 with high technology. Oh, Karnak is incredible, is this? The original city built by the civilization, guided by the 49. It's not that the 49 was living there, guided. It's underneath Karnak. That's why they don't dig anymore in Egypt. And they don't dig deeper because they're going to find things there that cannot be explained. So that the narrative then is going to crumble down, you see? It's all a lie. It's all made up. This was debunked in a recent year. You see how important for us to have different eyes.
Exactly.
Because archaeologists, they're indoctrinated in that bullshit, in that ridiculous story, that they keep on repeating. So there was this journalist called John Anthony West. He was an American journalist. He went to Egypt a few years ago. He passed already. He was an old man already. He went there to Egypt with his wife just as a tourist. When he got there, he looked at it and said, no way. These guys don't know what they're talking about. This is highly sophisticated constructions. There's something here. But as a journalist, what did he do? He didn't go to consult with an archaeologist. He returned to the United States. He went to Boston University, contacted a top world geologist, Dr. Robert Shaw, and took him to Egypt. Check it out. He looked at it. You know, he never thought about the Egypt or, pyramids, Sphinx, nothing of that. Dr. Shaw arrived. He looked at the Sphinx, the enclosure of the Sphinx. He arrived there and said, this is erosion provoked by rain, by water. It's obvious. Any geologist know. But it hasn't rained in Egypt for 15,000 years. How did the rain provoke those erosions, scars, Dr. Shaw said at least 5,000 years raining. It doesn't go overnight. So the Sphinx has at least 20,000, at least, proved geologically. End of story. The Egyptologists, oh my God, they know. But
are you familiar with the work of Hancock and?
Yes, of course. Graham Hancock. He's a journalist as well. He has a different eye. But unfortunately, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know if he has been contaminated by the system, because lately he's been telling people, he's frequently in the podcast of Joe Rogan. I watch it every day. I follow him. And he's enchanted he's amazed with the ayahuasca, and they say that because of ayahuasca, all the ancient civilizations made all those crazy technological breakthroughs. This is bullshit. It's not that. I don't know if he has been contaminated by the system to steer the story towards this.
No. He's been talking about ayahuasca for a very, very long time. Maybe just now a little bit more. I don't know what he's talking about, that ayahuasca, but
he's saying that because of the use of ayahuasca, the ancient civilizations, they progress so much. This is ridiculous.
Oh, no. This is the mushroom and plant medicine theory, right? And I know what you're talking about. Like, I completely disagree with this. But I have a question for you, and because mushroom and plant medicine and things help me a lot in personal life, right? And is this like 3D? Because then it's nature, right? It's all nature. How does really help you? Because you can see in helping people. What is your point of view on psychedelics? Let's call it like that.
Well, psychedelics and all this. I'm going to tell you what Bilou told me, because I asked him personally about this.
Okay.
He came to me and he said, Felipe, the humans were not made to have any substance to alter their consciousness. You guys were not made for that.
Okay.
That is to steer you guys, to control you guys.
Okay.
You will not be able to harness, to augment your brain activity, to focus your thought, to do the training we do if you use such substances. You see what I mean? Same thing with meditation. It's so now in vogue, everybody now is fashionable. Let's meditate, yoga, vegan, all this. This is in order to what? To control those that they are waking up. Meditation puts you in a low brain activity. It's terrible. You become a sheep in the control of these people. If you're a vegan, you don't eat meat. Even vegetarian, you don't eat meat. Red meat. Red meat is absolutely paramount, not only for our physical health, but also for the increase, the augmentation of our brain activity. There are chemical substances in the red meat that they are necessary in order to activate our metabolism, in order to, amazing as it may sound, detox our cells, and also to augment our brain activity. It is vital for us. As a matter of fact, we have several tasks that the partners pass us that we have to do a barbecue with meat there. It's crazy. It's the opposite of what we hear outside.
Okay.
And because partners say this, we have Adamic genes, which are our heritage from the 49 races. It is the technology, the genetic technology that the 49 races passed on to Enki, to the geneticists of the Anunnakis. But we have also Anunnaki genes. And the staple food of the Anunnakis is red meat, cattle. They brought cattle to Earth. It did not exist here on Earth, cattle. They brought it. You see, that's why we heard them and we eat them. It's like this, you see what I mean? It's so psychology says about our reptilian brains, and this is all bullshit. This is another field of knowledge that is completely, it's ridiculous, like astronomy. It's all wrong. When they talk about our primitive minds, the reptilian mind, bullshit. It is our Anunnaki heritage. We have Anunnaki genes. The Anunnakis, they are very much like this, they are very violent. They fight between themselves. They are envy of the other. They cheat their wives with the other. All these negative things. It's common in their society. They're always cheating one another, fighting. They are very bellicose. It's crazy. Humans are like this because of this Anunnaki heritage. Lilith, in one of the conversations, since I heard and I transcribed most of it, not 100%, because we had to leave out more sensitive aspects, of the conversation. But she said human beings are bad. Why she said that? Because of this Anunnaki heritage, this primitive aspect that we have. This is our heritage from the Anunnakis. There's no way you can steer away from it. You can't